Hey K-popers, and welcome back to Hallyu, where it's time for a brand new K-pop news update. It was a dark week to round out 2020 in K-pop, with BtoB, Gugudan, and AOA all having disbandment or career-threatening news. To offset it though, some good news did come out, including Blackpink solos and a new island Japanese group to cap off a hectic week in K-pop. I also want to wish everyone a happy new year and thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you've shown. Hallyu is only 7 months old and yet has such a great community already and is growing very quickly. I'm working hard to make 2021 an unforgettable year on the channel. Before we get started, a quick thank you to Hallyu's honorary producers. If you want to be on this list and show off your bias group to everyone watching, you can support my work on Patreon. Patrons also have a say in lots of videos before they're released, so if you want to leave your mark on Hallyu, come join us over on Patreon. Alright guys, let's jump right in. This is your K-pop news update for January 3rd, 2021. Let's start by talking about BtoB, who have had a tumultuous week to say the least. In case you're unaware, this is because of a huge scandal surrounding Ilhoon. For the full details, definitely check out last week's news video, but it boils down to the fact that Ilhoon is being investigated by the police for buying a ton of and regularly smoking marijuana, which is an illegal substance in Korea. Ilhoon made the personal decision to leave BtoB this week, and Cube announced that the group will continue on as 6 members without him. After Ilhoon's departure, Eunkwang, Minhyuk, and Peniel shared some words on Instagram, which said in part, "There's a lot I want to say and I'm not sure how I should start, but just you always believe in me and you are together with me, so I'm sincerely sorry and grateful. And I love you. As leader, I will strongly and sincerely make it so that our Melody's future is only full of smiles. I love you from the bottom of my heart." I hope BtoB can weather this storm and not face too much criticism for what Ilhoon did, but unfortunately I doubt it will be a clean-cut scandal. And the news doesn't get any better in this next story, unfortunately. It also came out this week that AOA member Yuna has left FNC Entertainment. Yuna took to Instagram to share a letter with her fans in which she thanks them for all of their support. The letter is actually quite positive and she reflects on how quickly time went by and how much she felt loved. Regarding her future, she said, quote, "Starting now, I'm going to take my time a bit more and go a bit more slowly. I'm going to try doing the things that I've wanted to do and take some time for myself." I think we're all thinking the same thing here, which is that this is the final nail in the coffin for AOA as a group. After the massive scandal last year centering around Jimin and Mina, AOA was really in trouble, and this basically confirms that AOA will be no more. A truly sad ending for a group that shined so bright in years past. On a happier note though, I want to wish Yuna the very best wherever her career takes her next. I'm sure that she'll be doing some wonderful things in the future. 2020 really wanted to give us a final week for the record books as we had a third group fall apart on New Year's Eve, namely Gugudan. I covered this in a breaking news video, but what happened here was that on December 30th, Jellyfish Entertainment released a statement that Gugudan would be disbanding the very next day. It sounds like several members will still continue on with solo careers at this point, but as a group, Gugudan is no more. The 2016 girl group had been dormant for a while, and with Sally joining a produce series TV show in China, expectations had been that the group would dissolve eventually. I'll be going over Gugudan's full story and providing a short tribute to them in this week's deep dive, so definitely stay tuned for that on Wednesday. Alright, now let's switch over to the new releases that we got this week, which thankfully started 2021 off on a good note. We'll start with girl group UA, who released the charming cute song, I Don't Miss You. SMTOWN's massive artist roster got together to sing a beautiful song to ring in the new year. This is Hope. Rolling Quartz, a new girl group band, had their debut this week with Blaze. DALsoobin is back with Eyes Like Snow, a touching ballad. P Nation's newly signed artist D.Ark released a song called Potential. From SHINee shared a special video this week called Starry Night. Verivery released So Gravity, which features a self-produced music video. Everything is so gravity, no and last but not least, the legends Rain and JYP got together for this unashamed throwback to the K-pop styles of years past in Switch to Me. There were of course lots of other new K-pop songs that came out this week too, so let me know what new songs you've been enjoying down in the comments. My pick for this week is UA's comeback, I Don't Miss You. This song and MV is such a refreshing release for me. It feels authentic, lighthearted, and so much fun. And now back to the news, where SMTOWN held their live online concert on New Year's Day. The concert smashed the viewership record for a Korean online concert with 35.8 million viewers around the world. And at that concert, we got the best surprise. Wendy is back. Red Velvet had their first full group performance since 2019 on that SMTOWN Live Culture Humanity online concert. The girls performed Psycho and Peekaboo together. Also during that online concert, SM dropped a teaser for Showers with the infamous SHINee's Back whisper and this image. I cannot wait to see what this year brings for the boy group. YG Entertainment has announced that Blackpink members will be getting solos. So far, both Rosé and Lisa have been confirmed, and some solo plans for Jisoo are also in the works. Rosé will allegedly be filming her MV this month. I do feel obligated to say though that this is YG, so nothing is confirmed in concrete until we see that MV with our own eyes. Thanks to the coronavirus protocols put in place by the military, EXO's Dio will be completing his military service very soon. He will be discharged on January 25th. G-Dragon shared a New Year's post that riled up some fans, which was this picture of all 5 Big Bang members holding hands. Obviously, this made people question if he's supporting Seungri after all the horrific crimes that he's committed. I don't want to spend too long on this because there's a chance this wasn't meant maliciously and it's just that the optics here are really bad, but either way, G-Dragon really should have put more thought into how people would be seeing this picture. Definitely let me know if you guys think this was intentional by G-Dragon down in the comments. Elkie shared a heartfelt letter to fans after her departure from CLC in which she thanked them for always being there for the girls. She also hinted at Cube's mismanagement in the letter, saying at one point, quote, "However, it's sad that many times I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I have encountered many obstacles along the way, but it is what it is. Sadly, I couldn't show you more and give you all that I have." SM is taking legal action on behalf of Taeyeon due to false accusations and slander online. They said, quote, "This is defaming and inflicting great mental stress on our artists, and we're collecting materials related to illegal activities online to protect our artists. We'll file a complaint through our legal representative Kim In-chang Law Office as soon as the data is collected." It's not clear if this is directly tied to last week's rumor about her and Ravi dating, but if it is, it sounds like reporters would also be the target of SM's legal team. BTS's Suga shared an update on his shoulder recovery this week. He's no longer wearing a brace, but still doesn't have the full range of motion in his arm. He's expecting a roughly 6-month recovery before he can begin performing choreography on stage once again. Yukika has signed with a new label. The company, called Ubuntu Entertainment, is run by her former manager. Newest's Aron will be going on a temporary hiatus to recover from anxiety-related symptoms. The group's official Twitter account shared the news release on January 1st. Big Hit Japan has revealed that several island participants will be debuting in a new Japanese group this year. The roster will include Kei, Nicholas, EJ, Kyungmin, Taki, and some other new members. Alright, now let's once again talk about the lack of music shows this week, shall we? As has been the trend lately, many broadcasters have shut down for the end of the year, and so only Show Music had a broadcast this week on which BTS won for Life Goes On. As they usually do, Inkigayo did still crown a winner despite not having a broadcast, and this week, believe it or not, it was twice, taking another win for I Can't Stop Me. We did also get the MBC Gayo Daejeon concert this week, which once again had a ton of great performances. The highlight for me was Luna and the Boys' performance of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, which actually got the attention of the Canadian artist. Definitely let me know what your favorite performance was as well. Alright K-popers, you're officially caught up on everything going on in the K-pop world. Let me know what new songs and what news items stood out to you down in the comments. And if you want to stay caught up in the K-pop world while having a ton of fun every week, make sure you're subscribed to Hallyu.